The entertainment world is ablaze with controversy as Quentin Tarantino, the enfant terrible of cinema known for his razor-sharp dialogue and unflinching narratives, finds himself on the receiving end of a ferocious public rebuke from comedian and actor Zach Woods. Best remembered for his hilariously awkward portrayal of Gabe Lewis on the beloved NBC sitcom The Office, Woods has unleashed a torrent of biting wit and unfiltered rage in a series of viral social media rants that have electrified Hollywood's chattering classes. This explosive feud ignited when Tarantino, during a candid appearance on the Bret Easton Ellis podcast, lobbed grenades at fellow actors Paul Dano and Matthew Lillard, dismissing Dano as the weakest actor in SAG, and skewering Lillard in equally dismissive terms. What began as provocative banter from one of film's most celebrated auteurs has morphed into a full-throated indictment of Tarantino's ego, ethics, and artistic legacy, with Woods positioning himself as the unlikely avenger for his slighted peers. Woods' assault is nothing short of a masterclass in comedic evisceration, blending razor-edge sarcasm with pointed cultural critique. In his initial Instagram and TikTok salvos, he brands Tarantino a pompous ass, flipping the script by accusing the director of being the actual terrible actor, due to his penchant for cameo appearances in his own films, those infamous foot fetish interludes and quirky asides that have become as synonymous with his oeuvre as blood-soaked set pieces. The only movie I want to see you in is Ring camera footage of Tarantino having a stroke in his own home, Woods quips with dark, unrelenting humor, a line that has since been memed into oblivion across platforms. He doesn't hesitate to dredge up Tarantino's past transgressions, including his controversial defense of Roman Polanski on The Howard Stern Show, a moment where the director infamously downplayed the filmmaker's statutory rape conviction, only to issue a belated apology in 2018. Woods replays the clip for his audience, labeling Tarantino a statutory rape apologist, and excoriating his self-indulgent loquaciousness. "You are so enamored by the sound of your own voice, you probably would one of your own opinions if you could." The ferocity of Woods' response stems from a broader disillusionment with Tarantino's worldview, one that Woods portrays as not just arrogant but culturally appropriative and regressive. He accuses the director of ripping off Asian directors, a nod to the undeniable influences from Hong Kong cinema in films like Kill Bill, where Tarantino's stylistic borrowings have long been debated as homage versus exploitation. Woods extends this to a surgical dissection of Tarantino's thematic obsessions. Your recent films take a historical villain, slave owners, Nazis, the Manson family, and then use them as a thin pretext to enact your same old tired pornographic violence, and then some shot of feet and the N-word. It's a damning portrayal of Tarantino's work as repetitive and exploitative, reducing complex historical atrocities to vehicles for his signature pulp aesthetics. Fans and commentators have latched onto this, with online forums buzzing about whether Tarantino's once revolutionary style has calcified into self-parody. Undeterred, Woods doubled down in a follow-up video, delivering a mock apology laced with venom. "You rip off everyone from Hong Kong auteurs to Bill Maher's barber, and you look weird as sh***, and that's coming from a guy who looks like a bird had sex with another more tired bird." The physical jabs, likening Tarantino to the Megyn Kelly of guys who look like a turtle, add a layer of absurd, visual comedy that amplifies the roast's viral appeal, turning personal insult into performance art. At 41, Woods channels the deadpan awkwardness that made Gabe Lewis a cult favorite into something far sharper, proving his range beyond sitcom confines. His takedown resonates because it's not just petty revenge, it's a cathartic reckoning for an industry weary of unchecked male egos and positions of power. Tarantino's original comments, delivered with his trademark bombast, reveal a man who thrives on provocation. On the podcast, he lamented the Batman as a missed opportunity for Dano's Riddler, insisting, "Obviously it's supposed to be a two-hander, but it's also drastically obvious that it's not a two-hander. Dano is weak sauce man. He is the weak sister." He contrasted this with how Austin Butler might have elevated the role, branding Dano, such a weak, uninteresting guy. Lillard, known for Scream and Shaggy and Scooby-Doo, fared no better in Tarantino's crosshairs, though specifics were vaguer. The remarks, intended perhaps as tough love critique from a peer, landed like elitist broadsides, igniting backlash. Reddit threads exploded with accusations of classless behavior. "This was an incredibly classless thing for Tarantino to say," one user vented, while others speculated on some weird behind-the-scenes grudge. A particularly poignant retort: "Tarantino legitimately is the weakest actor I've ever seen, so maybe he's trying to pass that title to someone else." Yet, amid the din, Dano emerges unscathed and thriving, a quiet rebuke to Tarantino's barbs. Just days after the podcast dropped, the There Will Be Blood star landed a plum role in the psychological thriller Bunker, co-starring Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz, a powerhouse ensemble that underscores his A-list cachet. Variety's reports paint a picture of an actor whose weak label couldn't be further from reality. His subtle, introspective performances have earned him accolades and collaborators who value nuance over bombast. Dano's ability to shrug off the slight speaks volumes about his confidence, turning potential career sabotage into mere footnote. Tarantino, ever the contrarian, pivoted in the same interview to safer ground, unveiling his top 10 films of the 21st century. Leading the pack is Ridley Scott's Black Hawk Down, 2001, a visceral war epic that he hails as a masterwork. Initially underwhelmed by its intensity, Tarantino revisited the film multiple times, finding it evoked the hallucinatory dread of Apocalypse Now. This is the only movie that actually goes completely for an Apocalypse Now sense of purpose and visual effect and feeling, and I think it achieves it, he enthused. The film's relentless 2-hour 45-minute runtime left his heart pounding, a feat of direction starring Josh Hartnett, Ewan McGregor and Eric Bana, with early career turns from Tom Hardy and Orlando Bloom. Nominated for 4 Oscars and winning for editing and sound, it exemplifies Scott's prowess, seen also in Gladiator, Alien and Blade Runner.